This is Andy's Golf and Travel Diary here in the Dominican Republic at Casa De Campo, and I'm here with Peter Bonell, the Chief Marketing Officer.
Nice to meet you.
Peter, thanks for taking some time with us here.
My pleasure to have you here.
This is an incredible resort. Tell me a little bit about the history of this whole complex.
Well, it's really all about sugar. The parent company was Paramount Pictures at the time, and they developed it when they bought the land, and with the land came the sugar. This was a portion of the land that they carved out as a little recreational area for their friends to fly down, play golf. All the celebrities would come here, and from that point on it just continued to grow. Became a resort and a real estate community in the late 70s or early 80s, and then it infused into a mega resort 80s, 90s, and where we are right now.
And you are a man of change, a change agent, and you've come here fairly recently, and your new program is Discover the Sporting Life. Tell me a little about the sporting life at Casa De Campo.
It's unique here because being a Caribbean resort, we don't necessarily sit on the water. We have facilities on the water, but our rooms are off the water. So we thought to ourselves, what do we have that no one else has? And if you think about it, it's pretty simple. We have sporting activities that are second to none. Shooting center, polo fields, five golf courses, 23 tennis courts, fishing facilities, sailing, and an entertainment center of a 5,000 square foot amphitheater outside. So we put it together and we call ourselves the Country Club of the Caribbean.
Tell me a little bit about Altos de Chavon.
I'd be happy to. It was built in the late 70s, early 80s. It's a replication of a 16th century Mediterranean town. It was built by Paramount Pictures to do pictures. As it is right now, it's a standalone retail food and beverage dining experience on top of the mountain with a beautiful church that we do 40 to 50 weddings a year. And like I mentioned earlier, we have an amphitheater that seats 5,000 people, and most recently we had Elton John here perform there. So it's a magnificent facility, and there's nothing like it in the resort world.
Tell me a little bit about your target population, those that come to visit here and also those that come to buy property and live here.
It changes. Our villa owners are primarily Latins, they're Dominicans, the people that live here full time. But the resort guest is 90% American, and of that about 75% New York, New Jersey metropolitan area. And that all is based upon East Coast time and frequency of flights. We have 3 airports, all within 45 minutes, and they fly 16 to 18 flights a day from New York. So, you know, you got to fish where the fish are, so it's a natural for us.
Tell me a little bit about your personal background, where you were born, how you came to golf, and also how you came to Casa De Campo.
New York born and raised. Started obviously in the hotel business like we all do. I was in college, worked as a valet parker at the Hilton, progressed through that. Got into sales, but the most important thing is I got into golf, resort, and real estate, and that changed my my outlook on life. And in this business, I consider myself a businessman first, secondary in hospitality. But fortunate enough to get into some great properties. Worked at the Broadmoor, worked at Pinehurst, worked at Hershey, Colonial Williamsburg, and used all of that information and education from great bosses to apply myself into this field now, and I think this is a good final destination for me, if I may say, and something world class. And as I mentioned to you earlier, it's a portrait that's wide open, and with the amenities, it's a marketing dream.
And tell me a little bit about your own sporting life. It sounds like you have this magical combination of golf and tennis.
I have a great wife. We've been married 37 years, and she happens to enjoy sports as well. So we try to play tennis daily, which we normally do, and I play golf like with you. I'm playing tomorrow. Play anytime I want, actually. So we do enjoy it. We enjoy it very much. It's part of our life and has been for many years.
Well, Peter, it's been a distinct pleasure to be here and to interview you.
My pleasure. So nice to have you.
Thank you very much for being part of Andy's Golf and Travel Diary.
Thanks, Andy. My pleasure.